Hi, so you're here today to learn how to create your account with Speaker Engage. So you go to speakerengage.com, and when you come here, click on pricing. So it kind of allows you to know. Start with a free trial. It's a 100-day free trial. Put in your first name, last name, and email address and continue with the process. It's fairly simple. It'll take you 3 minutes to kind of get your account set up. Once your account is set up, you will have is access to the admin account. So in the admin account, you will be able to see all the events and number of speakers you have engaged, number of sponsors, number of emails you have sent, and how much time savings you get to have by automating your communication. For every 1,000 emails that you send, you actually save 25 hours. And here are all your contacts and organized the total storage for all the resources and number of emails that you're sending per month. The first thing is just kind of getting here. So when you go in here, you click on your My Account. It allows you to add new users. You can see your login history. You can look at your plan and bill. And you can also have is your user notification if you want to get notifications about your event. Okay, so that's how you just manage your account. So what we are going to do is create a new event. That would be your first thing is create your new co-sell event, write your event name, and put in your start date as here, end date as here, and then location can be virtual or it can be in person. Also make sure you're setting up your time zone. If you're in Pacific time zone, you should be picking Pacific time zone. So all the agenda will be created in Pacific. But if you are in Central, so you should be working with Central. You put in your event location if it is an in-person. You need to have an event registration URL. So you need to know where your event registration URL. Automatically, the application creates your speaker URL, and you get to copy that and you can give it to any of your speakers, and that will help them to apply for speakers. And then you can upload the email banner image and apply form, which is for speaker application. The acknowledgement is where you can put in any of your terms and condition and also a thank you message for your speaker form. It's very simple, takes you 3 to 5 minutes to kind of get it done. And once it's done, you save it. So once you save here, you actually will be able to see the data. So you can click on edit. It'll have all the information. If you look here, this particular event, we didn't put a registration link, but we can put in a registration link and you can go from it. Once you save that, click on this gear icon and you can click on if you want to get updates about your event, you just activate that. Once you get in and click on the gear icon, you will be able to see all the data about the event. So this one is the landing page of your event. It will tell you there's a speaker application form. So if you want to see that, let's look at, here is your speaker form where it will basically ask you to apply for. You can send this URL to people and they can apply to speak at your event. And you're also collecting the bio, phone number, and company information. They can also share about the topics they are and the acknowledgement that they need to sign that they're participating. So think about like acknowledgement is like a participation letter that they are confirming to participate with you. And once you have here, you also can see your approved speaker list, and master application is your contact database. And it allows you to really capture your contact information. You can, quick action is if you want to manage speakers, click here, manage sponsors, manage your master contact list, manage all the email communications, and then email speakers. So that's a bulk notification, email sponsors, email your master contact list, and manage all your resources. And here is a dashboard at a glance. So we don't have anything that's happening for this event where we need speakers and sponsors. So you have a master database where we are engaging. And if you look at, there's 1,000 plus email contacts and 918 people have opened the emails that we have sent. Okay. So once you come in here, you also have an individual dashboard for each of your activity, whether it's a speaker activity, gives you all the real-time dashboard of your event. It also tells you which type of activity they're doing, any recent communication, and if there's any profile gaps, you can be able to manage it. Same thing with the sponsors. You will have a very similar dashboard, allows you to kind of track your sponsor data and sponsor information and everything about your profile gaps. Real time, you get to have it. And the last one is your master contact, which one is really your potential customers or partners that you want to send communication. So if you look at it, we had an invite list for this challenge for 1,000, number of people who are registered, how many partners, and you can get to really look at the data, and also you can look at all the communications. You know is what is your communication rate, and you can see how many of the list does not have a phone number, company name, or LinkedIn vanity URL. So managing emails is where you're actually going to create all your email templates. So this is where if you have to create a new email template, you just click on create email, or you can search from the database of all the communication. Let's say we want to look at build for 2030 prep call. I can just pull that one and use it as my email. And I can start editing that email list. Very easy, right? And then I can say, I want this email to go to my master list. So activate that and you save it. Very easy to change any content here. If you want to create a new template, it's very simple. You just go in and create a new email. You can pick an email banner, which is 1500 to 430 pixels. You can create that one with Canva or any other, creative tools, and you can start typing in your content. If there are resources that you need to include, you just have to click on, just say, hello, email to communicate about day 2. Okay? And you want to give them is access to some resources. Just click on here and you say, I want them to go to landing page and the COSEL, and I'll tell you how to get these resources in. So you don't have to look for these resources in different folders, different places. It's all organized here. And these are all the attachments for here, and you can just save it. So this one is a test email for day 2. Put in the content. This one is for our communication list, and you just save that email. So that is what your email is going to look like. Once you have the banner and you change everything, you're good to go. Now, let's say you want to replicate this particular content, which is join the office hours. I just have to clone this one and just say, this is the office hours, day 2. The office hours is starting, join us, and then save. So once that is done, you have your emails all organized. So it does come with some standard default emails, like you have detailed agenda, join us for speaker orientation, network discounts, submit your speaker bio and headshot. So there's some standard emails that comes in. You just have to go and tweak the copy. And if there's anything that you want to include, you can easily include here. So that's just creating all your email templates. Now, let's say I want to add a new speaker. So let's say I'm going to add a new speaker that you want to have them speak. So let's look at search from the database. And let's say we need is Microsoft. So there's one person. You just add her name to the speaker list. And here is the new speakers being added. And you just say the status is approved. That's it. And she will come up in your managed speaker list. And if you look at it, her profile is 16%. So there's not a whole lot of data. So you want to get the data about her. You basically have to request this information saying, I need headshot, bio, code, address, your speaker manager, social media, and acknowledgement. And you can send that communication right away. Let's say I want to add a new speaker, or I want to add another speaker. So let's go create new. Let's go search for somebody from here. So let's go add him here. His is also 16% probably. His is 32%. So if you look at it, he has all the information about him. So we do need some data about him. So let's go and request the information that I need, all the info, send it right away and just send it. So that will start helping us manage the speaker to get all the data and also put him in review status. So that allows us to manage the speakers. Okay. And if I want to send bulk notification for them, I just need to select the email type. Let's say we are looking for the toolkit is ready. Let's say you want to send them that email. You basically can send this particular email. You just select the status of the people who are in review state, and it shows you that this is the speaker who will get that email. You can copy address. So it allows us to, and if he has a speaker manager, send it to him. You can schedule it later, or you can send it now. If you want to attach any files, you can also attach files if it's required. So basically, you are able to send email right away. Just send it, and that email is gone to him. So that kind of is as simple as collecting the data. So if you want to change the settings of the type of speakers you need, you may need a speaker for power panel or a workshop or breakout. It allows you to do, but if you want to create your own speaker type, you can go ahead and create your own speaker type. So that kind of gives you is your speaker information. Then you need to add is your event agenda, because if you are creating your agenda, you want to have a programming for your event. So if you click on view agenda, it doesn't have anything. So let's go create an agenda. So let's say you have is a power panel on co-selling with Microsoft. And you want to kind of add in some abstract here and some objectives. And second, you say it's a power panel. It's happening on second. Let's keep the data. Let's put my name here. And you want to add speakers to this list. So you can add these two speakers to the list. And if you need any AV needs or collaboration notes, you can add that particular collaboration notes. And you save and exit. So that becomes your power panel. Now, if you want to view your agenda, you can actually look at the agenda online so people can see what that agenda looks like. And also, if you want to download the agenda in PDF, you can also download your agenda. It's that simple and gives you enough information about this particular event. So that's pretty much it. And if you want to put in all the resources, you can put in all the resources in one place. So let's say I want to put in the ultimate co-selling webinar planning tool. If you want to change it, you can basically delete this resource. You can add in a new resource. Let's say this is the one you need to add. And you can track resource ad categories. So you can manage all the category of assets. You can put in URLs, you can upload the document, you can manage everything that you need for this particular document, the resource library to be all organized. I do recommend managing all the resources in one place so it's not sitting in different systems. So it makes it really highly valuable database of all the resources that are organized. And here is the category settings. You can manage CAD assets, you can manage websites, you can manage landing pages, all the things that you need for the co-sell, it can be managed on one single place. And if you need any assistance to help with your event, just go ahead and say, I need help with social media graphic or my event website or a speaker coach or just using my tool. Just go ahead and send it, and immediately it sends us an email and we will respond to you right away. So that's pretty much it. It's not very complex. But once you start kind of playing with the platform and start to identify the scenarios that you can use for your first co-sell event, it becomes very, very easy. And it's all organized. And at the end of the day, you have access to all your speakers in one single place. So you get to see them. You can export the speakers. You can look at the emails, the sponsors, and the contacts that you have. It's pretty phenomenal because as an event keeps growing, these resources will be the one which will allow you to kind of grow your customer base, because you can constantly engage with them. And also it allows you to not worry about having a MailChimp or another email systems. You don't need to manage that. You don't need Google Sheets. You don't need Excel sheets. Everything can be managed very simply on one system to execute your co-sell event. Hopefully this one was great for you.